Thanks for clicking the Doretta D. Rose. Don't have to thank me for wearing a shirt today. I forgot to take it off. No, I normally, well, not in the office here, I normally don't wear a shirt. But anyway, you know, I happened to reach in my pocket and found $70 today. And I think it was because there was no pay-per-view over the weekend. Alright, on with the news. Rosa Mendez, Muscle Fitness program, didn't earn her a spot on WrestleMania 29. But she found love. Rosa reveals on Twitter that she met her boyfriend at WrestleMania, celebrity, choreographer, music executive, not Brian Williams, the newsman, but his name's Brian Williams. I think his middle name is Rhythmic. World heavyweight champion Dolph Ziggler and AJ Lee, they're doing a lot of media around Greenville, South Carolina to promote Raw for tonight. With Fandango's theme song, by the way, making it, can't believe it, to the top of, well, the top 50, the UK charts. It's going to be the first WE DVD, not DVD, but WE song, theme song to make it since Hacksaw Jim Duggan back, believe it or not, in 1994 with the WWF Slam Jam album. It made it to 71. But, you know, I still got that album around here somewhere and can't figure out why. Hey, based on comments from Jim Ross, this is some good stuff going to be on here. Last week that there's some matches on the upcoming DVD Mid-South DVD that's coming out, and he can give us a little tease, which is, I don't know, takes me back to the good old days, I guess. Anyway, last Stampede match is going to be Bill Watts, Stagger Lee taking on Midnight Express. Don't have the years on this. Jake Roberts taking on Snowman with Muhammad Ali in his corner. Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer. I think Jake back then wasn't the Snake, if I remember right. I don't know when I think he just brought that into maybe WWE. Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer, he takes on Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Ric Flair versus Terry Gordy for the NWA title, and the reason that's on there is like a 40-minute match. Terry Gordy taking on Steve Williams for the UWF title. Now, stuff like this just wears me out. Something that sounds like TNA would do. Tuxedo in a cage match with a coal miner's glove on a pole, loser leaves Houston match. That's Duggan taking on Ted DiBiase. Hey, here, make a note of this. Some DVD news coming out for 2013, rest of the year. September 9th. No, wait a minute, my fault. Well, I might as well read the whole thing. The best of, I usually have to shorten it down for the phone info line, because I only got like 3 minutes on there. Anyway, the best of Madison Square Garden is set to be, it's still in the planning stage, I guess, but it's going to be all of them's going to be a 3 DVD disc set and 2 discs on Blu-ray. Anyway, it's scheduled to be released for August 22nd and to be released in the U.S. and then September 9th in the UK. Best of Mid-South Wrestling, what I was just talking to you about. Same deal, the sets there, and September 10th in the U.S. and September 16th in the UK. I'm not sure how the UK knows anything about the Mid-South. I don't know whether they got those wrestling matches back then or not, but classic stuff. The Triple H bio is going to be the same disc set, hitting stores around September 24th, UK, October 7th. Now, believe it or not, WE is still planning to release a Goldberg set, but it's a match compilation, and likely won't feature any kind of documentary. And it's possible, you know, Goldberg won't even be involved with the project at all, sort of like they did Ultimate Warrior. Same disc set, scheduled to be released October 8th, and in the UK is going to be September 30th. And I believe instead of just the match compilations and stuff, they ought to somehow get Goldberg involved in this for the Hall of Fame next year. Because if you see a Goldberg match, they're about that long. So there's going to be a lot of probably always matches be on there. Oh, and then they also got a Money in the Bank anthology coming out. Same deals with the Blu-ray and DVD. Anyway, it's going to be October 29th here in the States, and the UK is going to be November 11th. And the history of WWE, again, is coming out. And it's being worked on. It's scheduled to be released around November 19th in the US and November 4th in the UK. But the history of WWE, didn't they already do that? Or was that WF? Anyway. Tonight's episode of Raw emanates from Greenville, South Carolina, and with the dust settling for WrestleMania 29, the road to Extreme Rules is going to be May 19th, by the way. Begins tonight. Here's some major items, I guess, that they're looking forward to the show. Oh, I got it on down here. My fault. I got some more stuff in here. After taking a week off, CM Punk's going to be on Raw, tonight. Discuss the loss of Undertaker. With the WWE picture was shaken up last week. This is not their matches for them. That's just some things maybe coming up. With Mark Henry confronting John Cena at the start of the show, and Ryback laying out the WWE champion at the end of the show. WWE publicly states that The Rock is #1 contender. However, his injury and movie schedule will likely pave the way for Ryback, Henry, or both challenges Cena to next month's pay-per-view. Ooh, that'd be a mean three-man. I hate when they say three-man dance. I ain't dancing. Okay, New World Heavyweight Champion Dolph Ziggler is going to be in the house, and so is the Shield. Following their confrontation with Undertaker and Team Hell No last week, Shield's expected to begin to feud with WWE Tag Team Champions. Plus, will Fandango phenomenon continue? I'm sure his music will. And, the advertised dark match is going to be Ryback and Ziggler challenging Cena and Alberto. Did we see a face change with Ryback? Yeah, he may go both. Kind of like Goldberg did. I don't think Goldberg was actually a face the whole time. Everybody liked him, but maybe they're carrying on with that line. Okay, tonight's Raw is going to be taking place, like I say, from the Bilo Center, Greenville. Confirmed for tonight, it's going to be CM Punk returning to address that. Also, there will be no appearances by Triple H, Brock Lesnar, The Rock, Undertaker, Chris Jericho, and I probably won't be there either. Anyway, they're hyping these bullet points on this. Well, Fandango, what's he going to have in store for Raw this week? Will Ryback have more in-depth words for Cena beside a cryptic tweets? And what's Punk going to have to say? Can Ziggler hold on to his goal with Alberto and Jack Swagger waiting in the wings? And after a hot post WrestleMania card, will the fans pick up the Bilo Center, take the world similarity by storm? So I think they're kind of comparing this crowd that's going to be tonight compared to the ones in either New Jersey or New York and Butcher. They were crazy. All right, Kenny King reveals during an interview on Q103 Albany that he was on numerous Nickelodeon shows. He said, I was a Nickelodeon kid. I started taking acting classes when I was 7. Had a good agent, got on about every Nickelodeon show there was. Carissa Explains It All, Welcome Freshman, several Snick commercials. And I did a pilot for Legends of the Hidden Temple and actually did a show, and it sucked. King also talked about the Nickelodeon Guts Super Nintendo game. He said it was the first game with digitalized face in it, with actual images. Said he did that. Anyway, here's a little bit of, I don't know what's going on for sure, but this, if you heard about it, I want to tell you again, the latest. Top Rope Pro Wrestling responded to allegations made by Kevin Nash and Sean Waltman on Twitter that they were not paid for their recent appearances for the promotion. Alright, here we go. Both superstars had travel and accommodation paid for by Top Rope, who added there was no agreement in place with the talent to disburse any of those revenues to talent. They use that agents and stuff. Pac has taken down 8 of 9 tweets related to the show, but it seems the damage is already done. As the promotion added, we are considering all options to correct the slanderous and defamatory statements by Mr. Nash, Mr. Waltman, and damage to our reputation that has been done with these materially false messages being sent out to hundreds and thousands of followers on Twitter, and added coverage that has been given to the messages on various news wrestling sites, and me telling you about it. So anyway, now some people are kind of backpedaling on things, and they're hashing things out. Or smoking a joint, I don't know which it is, but anyway, there's a lot of backpedaling going on. I got a little bit more here in a second. I want to get through some more news. Ryback's been training with Mexican boxer Ramon Montano. He tweeted a photo of him and Ramon, together Saturday night. It says, completed 5 rounds of 3-minute boxing each night. Ramon Montano. Boxing, it says, prior 300 reps of abs. BB Moore. Anyway, Hall of Fame Steve Austin, he's going to predict big things for Fandango. Bold prediction, he says on a tweet, Fandango will be IC champion within 6 to 8 months. You heard it here first. All right. Got some more here. Happy birthday, by the way, first to WCW NWA champion Jeff Jarrett, 46 years old. What else have I got here? 4-time WWE Women's Champion Lita, 38. And I think this was actually yesterday's stuff. And also, this would have been the birthday of 2-time WCW Tag Team Champion Brian Adams, 49. And on this day, just 3 years ago, we lost former AWA, NWA World Champion Gene Kiniski at the age of 81. By the way, WWE Twitter accounts continue to push Fandango Revolution and asking fans and the popular brands to take the Fandango Challenge and upload videos of them doing the Fandango. Fandango tweets that his Houston, Texan cheerleaders for their video, and I guess it was posted on YouTube a while back, which I didn't see it. All right, he said, I would like to thank personally the Texas cheerleaders for all their support. I'll be holding private dance lessons in Houston in May. Hugs. Regarding internal reaction about Fandango's popularity, Vince, of course, he's going to be taking all the ovations for Fandango. And other officials are very happy with the way things turned out. Fandango's been a pet project of Vince for a while. And I don't know why it took him for quite a while to debut. Fine-tuning things, I don't know. Fandango made VH1's best week ever this week. Access Hollywood, by the way, spoke with Rock, promote Pain and Gain, and he talked about already being in shape for the movie, while co-star Mark Wahlberg was to drastically change his appearance. Rock said, I was really fortunate because I was coming off of G.I. Joe, and I was coming off of Fast and Furious at that time too. So a lot of the project supports and fosters the types of training that I was already doing. So Wahlberg's got to catch up with it. All right, believe it or not, TMZ, that's in everybody's business, published an article on former WWE diva Tori Wilson hanging out in Miami with New York Yankees Alex Rodriguez in Miami. Friday's episode of SmackDown, by the way, did about 80,000 in social media activity, ranked 3 on cable TV, according to Trender. On Monday, post-WrestleMania's edition of Raw, Ziggler finally cashes in a Money in the Bank contract to defeat Alberto last week. And there's been many fans emailing asking if Ziggler's title win was a result of an extensive rewrite on Raw's script, according to The Rock, that he had to be pulled out of there because of his injury, because they were supposed to have a head-to-head, I think, with Brock and Rock. But a lot of people asking about that, and they haven't said anything. According to PWI Insider, title change was not at the last minute. It had been planned for weeks. The reason Ziggler lost so many matches leading up to WrestleMania, WWE wanted to set him up for the vulnerable champion with many challengers already lined up because they just now beat him. And as for the various #1 contenders, Jack Swagger, there were in fact plans to move him to the World Heavyweight Champion title run, but with his DUI arrest, kind of put an end to that scenario. TNA and Delta Airlines is running a promotion where fans can win a trip to Slammiversary 11 at Boston, Sunday, June 2nd. Full details, visit ImpactWrestling.com. Delta, maybe you'll win. Thursday's episode of TNA Impact Wrestling drew a 0.93 rating with about 1,170,000 viewers. The lowest rated show of the year last week did a 1.1 with about 1.4 million viewers. Thursday's Impact Wrestling was a loaded show featuring TNA World Heavyweight Champion Bully Ray taking on Jeff Hardy. Best of 3 fall matches, gut check, and a bunch more. So, don't know what the deal was. People could have been busy. It could have been a nice day. Hey, thank you guys for clicking. I gotta go.